Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today is the first video of a very special series I've been planning for a while. It's going to be ranking subscribers, gameplay, showing you guys what to do, breaking down your gameplay. This is a submitted gameplay of first of the channel. This is the message right here that the subscriber did say in my Discord server. If you guys want to get involved and get your gameplay submitted and reviewed, make sure to join the Discord server. But anyways, yeah, he's a Platinum 1 player. He said don't mind his accuracy because it was his first game on. Absolutely fine with me. And I'm going to be trying to break down his gameplay and hopefully help him out. He said that there might be a lot of things that I noticed wrong in the gameplay. So yeah, man, let's go through it and see exactly what I think. Now, I'm going to be harsh in terms of trying to perfect everyone's gameplay. Not that I play perfect every single game, but I think that way I can provide the most value and hopefully it can just help you guys out. So Platinum 1 is the level, and yeah, let's see what we're working with here. So, okay, starting with the sniper. Don't know how I feel about the sniper. I think he switches to attack 56, but first of all, I would say I do not know why you're sniping, my man, unless it was just kind of for fun. But yeah, if you are trying to get better, put that sniper away. I don't think it's necessary, especially in rank play. If you want to use it for fun, obviously that's a different scenario. But yeah, your teammate goes through 3 down. Okay, cool. Let's see how this one plays out. Let's play this out for a second. Now, bearing in mind he is sniping, and I know he's going to change it, let's kind of talk about the first thing I noticed. And I think what I noticed straight away is he's not really using his minimap as I think he could be. So he goes through here. His teammates kind of get a massive 3-piece to open this one off. And he's still looking towards the left here. But straight away, right, if your teammates get 3 down and there's only 4 players on the team and one of them's in the hill, there's not really a reason to be pre-aiming the left. You know the last guy's going to be on the hill. Now, at this point, what I like to do, and you guys must know this by now because I'm obsessed with it, is I like to play for cuts. Now, if you are going to snipe here, that's okay. Your teammate is pushing the guy on the hill. Looking where your teammate is, there's only one real place that the enemy can be at. It's probably going to be inside the van. So I actually like this play, playing for cuts. But yeah, again, let's wait for him to die here so he can switch weapons, because this sniper is a bit difficult to judge. He goes through, gets taken out. It's not the end of the world because he was sniping. But going through, let's see what we're working with here. There you go. He does switch. Okay, cool. But yes, honestly, in my opinion, I wouldn't say start with a sniper. I don't see any benefit in it, to be honest with you. So unless it's for fun, yeah, if you're trying to get better, I would not say snipe. But cool, 24 seconds left. He's going through here. He's watching over. Right, there's a guy through. Okay, nice nade. He's going to go through, take out the car. The guy's on the left corner. Okay, cool. Good play so far. He takes him out. Okay. Let's talk about this one here. Let's talk about this one here. So 14 bullets left. When you go through, if you only have 14 bullets, I wouldn't recommend pre-firing. In my opinion, this isn't a spot where you necessarily need to pre-fire because you know exactly where he is. Pre-firing is more if he's tucked in that corner and he's about to push out. In this scenario, I would say maybe try to aim a bit more, you know, towards your opponent. I think if you just was careful there and didn't waste all your bullets, you probably could have got both of them, and that's probably what got you killed in that scenario. But again, when the game's going fast motion, I don't mind the pre-fire, to be honest. Pre-fire's not a terrible play. All right, let's see what he does here, because he's got a blessed spawn. Now, the only reason he got this spawn wasn't because his teammates clutched up, honestly. It's because none of the opponents were sitting on the back there. No one was sitting on the back there. You see this kind of back area. No one was blocking the spawns, and he got quite lucky. I am sorry about the quality. It is 1080p, so yeah, I'm not sure what I can do about that. But hopefully you guys can bear with me here. But we go through. Let's see what he can do in this scenario. So he's going to push through. I don't mind this play. I think his timing was slightly off here. Now, in my opinion, this is a different one. Again, it's all in hindsight, and I am trying to perfect everyone's gameplay, so it's gonna be a bit difficult to make it very realistic. But in this case, I would expect that the opponent's going to be there just because of the spawns. My teammates here, I'm expecting them to come through the left here. I don't like the play with the gun out, to be honest with you. And even coming here, I like the kind of what he was trying to do. It was just bad timing, so a bit unfortunate. I think a better play potentially probably wouldn't be go for the spawns there, just because it's more likely that they're going to be there. But again, he gets quite lucky. Now, I just want to speak about this. His opponent, somebody should be blocking this spawn. I do not know why or how they're not blocking this spawn. It's really weird, and yeah, definitely trolling. Goes through, takes out one, gets a really good shot off. Okay, unlucky again. I think right here what he could have done better in this scenario is, instead of jumping up, this is very, very critique, and I am going to be picking a lot about this gameplay just to help you guys improve. But right here, instead of jumping up here, I would have just used this head glitch. Like, there's no need to jump here, because when you're jumping, your gun is essentially out of pocket. You'll basically have to redo your sprint to fire, and yeah, it's just a bit difficult to get some shots off. Goes through an unlucky gunfight, but to be honest, that's definitely avoidable. If he just stood there on the head glitch, he probably could have got that. But I know you're obviously not going to win every single gunfight, so I am obviously just trying to help you improve, and hopefully it's helping. Going through, 40 seconds left here. I don't mind this play. I don't mind this play. Takes out one. Good play. Takes out the second. Great play. I love this play. The third's there. Let's see how he approaches this. Okay. Pushes through. Right. Great play. I love the play from the door. I think, I don't know how much he heard there, but you can definitely hear some footsteps. So good play from him, pushing through. 30 seconds left. In this scenario, the enemies are most likely going to spawn on the gate on the left or on P1, right? They're probably going to spawn that P1 area. Now, I love this play watching the front, but in my opinion, I don't know what he's going to do here, but I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would get this kill and start to rotate. With about 25 seconds left, your team basically has full control of the hill. I would get this kill and then go either top maps or rotate. Let's see how he plays this. He gets one, pushes through. Okay, he's in bottom maps, and you know what? I like this play. He's watching the left cut, exactly what I would do here. But yeah, this is where I think he could do slightly better. I can already see a bit of complacency in watching the cuts now. Okay, with 26 seconds left here, I think if you're going to push this left cut, you push it out and you start rotating. I think playing bottom maps isn't really going to get you anywhere. But let's see where he goes with this. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He goes through watching bottom maps again. 20 seconds left. Yeah, I just think right now you're allowing the opponents to rotate. If you can get a kill here. Okay, there's a guy right there. Oh, okay. He lets that guy through. So he should go up the stairs and push him because he'll probably get there before him. All right, straight there. I don't like this play. I do not like this play because what you're doing is you're in a position where you have this advantage where you're rotating. You is the only player out of 8 players. He was the only player that rotated there, but instead of full rotating and locking up for P3, he kind of played through middle map, which I don't mind, but honestly, you should be the one rotating, especially if you're the only one there. Now, the only reason I'm talking about this so heavily on this hill is because P3 on this map is so important. If you can hold P3, you can get so much time. But we go through, he takes that one through the middle, good play. And now he's probably going to be late here. So, again, going here, I don't know what's going to happen. This is the first time watching this gameplay. But just knowing what I've just seen, somebody's already rotated. So, unless he gets his kill here, it's going to be very hard. So, he's going to push through. And yeah, honestly, so what happened is he just rotated slightly late there. And I can see why. I can see what his thought process was. But yeah, this is so important, right? That decision he made 10 seconds ago here has basically caused him to spawn on the other side of the map. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, especially in the lower levels, and I think that's something you can play for. It's not all about the kills, it's about the important kills, and this is one of them. If he actually went for that important kill there, I think he would have been in a really good position. And you can see generally he's playing pretty well in terms of his gun skill. He's out kind of maneuvering his opponents. He's doing pretty well, so going to go through here. His teammate's going to push through the left here. In this scenario, you want to be very cautious, so I want to see how he pushes this. Me personally, I hate pushing through this alleyway, this kind of top area, because I just think it's so easy for them to kill me when I'm pushing through here. There's probably a guy that's head glitch here. Let's see how this one plays out. Yeah, so the guy wasn't on the head glitch, but he takes him out. And yeah, I probably want to just stack it with my teammate. Luckily enough, his teammate gets a trade. But I want you to really notice here, like with 35 seconds left, then they're on the back foot here, all because of a slight rotation problem. So going through here, the opponents don't seem to have a real good setup. So it is definitely a good opportunity for them to push through. 30 seconds left here. I would like to see him get a bit more aggressive or maybe play for the rotation. I don't mind this play, but with 30 seconds left, you probably want to push through and try to get a bit of scrap time because you basically gave them about 50 seconds on this hill. So 15 seconds left. Again, right here, although it's not a lot of time to play for, if you're spawning on the hill, I would probably just at least challenge the gunfight, right? Let me tell you why. Best case scenario, you kill him. If you kill him, you don't even have to get on the hill. You can start to rotate, but take 3 seconds to challenge him here instead of running around. Like right now, you're guaranteeing them 16 seconds, where if you challenge that and killed him, you would have, you know, at least got that 15 seconds to go neutral, and the score would have been 38 to 82 instead of 38 to probably 100, which is going to be. Another case is you die. It's okay because you're probably going to spawn on the other side of the map. Now, by the time you spawn there, you probably would be quicker, to be honest, than the way you're traveling. So just a small kind of thing there. I think definitely should have challenged that gunfight, especially if you are playing for the rotation, which you are now. You're playing for that kind of cutting the lanes. Like right here, you've essentially gone, right? You've gone from spawning right next to the opponent. So I know I keep rewinding this, but yeah, you've gone from here. So the opponent's right there. Instead of like challenging him, you've essentially... Let me go back to where you were. You've essentially gone all the way across the map, guaranteed that 16 seconds to just then cut the lane. Going through here. Now, in this scenario, me personally, again, I like to play for spawns. Now, while your teammate's pushing the front here, I think you can go through this door, but I just think it's not a very safe play. It's very risky because most likely somebody's sitting on the top there, somebody's on the hill. You can probably get a kill and you can probably break through, but I'll say maybe 1 in 5 times this will work. Like most of the time, if I'm the guy in the hill and somebody's coming through these doors, I'm probably going to kill them because it's a very easy kill. What I would like him to do in this scenario, especially with an assault rifle, the new hardpoint just popped, you're down by 50 points. Let's try and make this a money hill. Let's prioritize spawns here. Instead of going straight, go right. Very, very small difference, but it can make all the difference in the grand scheme of things. Going through, he manages to go to the top here, gets a good shot off. Now, in the game, you're probably thinking, right, great play, I made the play, and yeah, I think it's a good play, but honestly, against a better opponent right here, that guy is killing him every single time of the day. Like, this guy should be dead right now, my character, my screen. I should be dead here, but instead this guy pushes through and takes him out. I'm gonna call him MB because that's his name, so MB the subscriber. Again, thanks for sending your gameplay, man. I really hope this does help you out. But yeah, going through on 10 kills here. I think your gun skill honestly isn't too bad. Honestly, I don't think there's much to say about that. I think it's just about a few times I feel like you spray your bullets instead of doing the kind of tap fire, which I recommend. I think you try to implement that into your game. It will definitely help you out. Centering as well. It seems like your sensitivity is slightly high. I don't know if you play 6.6, but it seems like you could go a bit lower. I don't know if that's just me looking at this, and yeah, maybe it's a bit different because it's not my gameplay. But going through, 30 seconds left here on the hill. And again, I feel like it's just a lot of passiveness here, but you know what? It worked out. The opponents weren't brilliant, I'll be honest with you. I think the opponents did a lot of trolling, and there's a lot of gunfights where I think you probably shouldn't have got, but the opponents didn't really help themselves. I'd like to see a bit more movement from you in terms of sliding. I think the sliding mechanic is quite useful now in certain scenarios, and I'd like to see you implement that a bit more in your gameplay, especially when you're trying to camera opponents. But let's go through here. Let's see how you approach this one. Cool. So you're going to push the right-hand side. There's two people there. Yeah, that's just bad timing, to be honest. You could have been slightly more patient here. I would have maybe just pre-aimed it for a second more, because most of the time they are going to pop out that bottom map, so I don't think you really sense that danger, which is okay. Go through, gets taken out, is what it is. But yeah, you're top frag in the lobby. Your teammate's on 5 kills, so it is one of those scenarios where it's quite difficult for you to win the game here. But you've done a good job of getting back in this game. See how you approach this one. You're not using your equipment a lot, which I'm not liking in this scenario. Even back here, like when you were pushing through this hard point, right here is like a perfect time. Now, I would love for you to use your equipment here. Chuck a stun there, chuck a nade there. Now, worst case scenario, you hit a trophy system. Cool. It is what it is. It takes 5 seconds. Best case scenario, you get a kill. Now, if you hit a trophy system, what that means is it's going to clear that for your teammates. Now, your teammate chucks his stun and nade. That's going to get the kill. If that guy still hits a trophy system, the next teammate chucks a stun and nade. It's like a cycle. You have 4 teammates. Sorry, 3 teammates. Just 4 of you. If all of you chuck your equipment, that's 8 uses of equipment. That is more than enough to take out 2 trophy systems. That's exactly what you should be doing. 3 down here. You know the last guy's going to be in the hill. Let's see if you play this aggressive. He's probably going to be in this right corner. And yeah, okay, you won that gunfight, but I don't really like how you approach this, to be honest with you. And again, I'm going to be very picky because I want you to improve. I'm trying to help you out here. Now, I like this kind of pushing here, but to be honest, if you know he's going to be in this left corner, right? You saw him right there. Maybe you didn't see him at the time, but you see him there. I would start to go left here. The reason is I would go on this head glitch, start to pre-aim him. Again, you've got your stun here. Why not chuck a stun? Now, the problem here is when you get on the hill, when you contest, you get your opponent ready. Your opponent knows you're going to be pushing him here. And you can see as he peeks, you know he's not there. And maybe you didn't see him, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But you go through, and yeah, he just is able to get a good shot on you. Somehow you managed to kill him, so great reaction there. Good snap onto him. I definitely think that he kind of trolled that one. But now you use your equipment, which is okay, good. You're soaking some time in the hill, 35 seconds left. Put that trophy down, perfect play. Going to go through 3 people down here. Your teammate goes through, that's 4 down. You're out in the open. Now, in this scenario, if you're going to sit here, I like to see you either tucked in a bit more into this corner. Let me tell you why. Let me really break this one down, okay? Let's wait a few seconds till it kind of opens up. Okay, you're out in the open now. Now, there's a few spots you can be. You can be tucked into this left corner here. The reason I like that spot tucked in is because then you only have to worry about these 2 arches, this left arch and the right arch. You don't really need to worry about top, whatever this is, top castle and bottom castle. Where you are now, right, you have to worry about bottom, top, arches, the other arches behind you. There's so many places. I would like to see you either, and also maps if they come through. I'd like to see you either sit on this head glitch, maybe snake it, or yeah, just tuck into the corner slightly more. You've got a stun grenade. You know they might be spawning here. Chuck a stun grenade, and let's see if you use your stun grenade. Okay, you chuck a stun in maps, which is okay. Gives you a bit more intel. Okay, not a bad play. Goes through, takes out 1. Okay, cool. You made it work. You made it work. But again, I think these opponents you're going up against, they're a little bit brain dead. But again, you can only play what's in front of you. You are doing good individually, so I can't fault you there. 10 seconds left. Now, why is there no rotations here? So if I'm you right now, and I see that my teammate is also on the hill with me, I've got an assault rifle. There's 17 seconds left. I'm going to sit here for a few seconds. As it gets to about 12 seconds, I'm like, right, this guy's clearly not moving. It's time for me to rotate. You do not get more points the more people on the hill. So at this point, you've essentially got 2 people sitting on this hard point for 13 seconds, where in reality, you only need 1 person sitting there. Now, you could obviously wait for your opponent, but because you're closer, you should be the guy to make the play. I always want you guys to be the ones to make the play. But right, if my teammate's going to sit on the hill, that's fine. I'm going to make the play. I'm going to push through. You know they're going to be spawning back castle. Make a play. Go top maps. Go to P1. Start fighting for that rotation. Let's see when you rotate here, because I'm actually quite curious. On 10 seconds, okay, so not too long after I said, but you are backing off again. This scenario, you're kind of taking your time. You know they're going to be pushing the left here. I would like to see you either, like, you know, prioritize a push through. And honestly, you could have got that guy out the window. You managed to take him out regardless. Great play. You're going to push through this middle. See if you get this guy. Okay, so you get caught. You kind of get caught sprinting. But yeah, let's see how you approach this. So now in this scenario, when you're sprinting, you know they're going to be here somewhere. So I'd like to see if you're going to push this way, which I don't always recommend, but if you are, I'd like to see you be a bit more careful, a bit more wary. They're either going to be on the right or the left, so maybe center towards the left here. And I haven't seen any drop shots or jump shots, to be honest. I've seen a few, but not as many as I'd like to see. I haven't seen you implement the drop shot double jump strategy. For you guys that don't know what it is, a drop shot double jump strategy, something I use a lot in my gameplays. When you drop shot, you go prone, and then you double tap the jump button. Pretty self-explanatory from the name. And what that does is it makes your character mechanic go from flat all the way to the basically jumping position. It's very, very hard for them to kill you. But 50 seconds left. Although you lost the hill, the spawns have rotated. That is poor. Come on, I expect better from you. I expect better from you. Platinum, I expect you to be absolutely frying this guy. Now I'm trolling. That's unfortunate. But you had a knife in hand. To be honest, it happens to me a lot, man. I have a knife in hand. But in this scenario, when you know that somebody's going to be around the hill, you probably want to get your gun out here. It's okay having your knife out maybe up to this castle. But as you get up these stairs here, I'll probably get my knife out here, to be honest with you. Again, a small thing, but you want your knife out. You would have been a lot more ready for this gunfight. You see right now, you just got your gun out. You probably would have been a bit more ready, would have been centered onto him. And yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Just great reactions from him, to be honest, but it is what it is. You go through 40 seconds left here. And again, you got the spawns. I'd probably go to these top windows here and just try to like watch out here. Okay, cool. That's exactly what you're doing. 3 down. Right, let's see how you play this. Let's see how you play this. This is important. There's 3 down. There's no need to jump down here. Shall I tell you why? Let me break this one down. This one's quite important, okay? Because I think this is a lot of mistakes that people make here. So your teammate's got 3 down. Now, you know for the next hard point, you want to be spawning where you are now. You want to be spawning back castle. Think about it like this, right? No one's blocking spawns. Your whole team's on the right-hand side. Essentially, everyone can watch the right gates. Everyone can watch the right gates. You are the only person in position to watch the left gates and top maps. Now, what you've done here by jumping out the window is lose a power position, first of all, potentially flip the spawns, and overall, you're kind of just making the team so compact. 3 of your teammates are already here. This isn't a good setup. You want 1 person in the window, 1 person backing off, watching the overextension. Now, right here, you're going here to watch his right side. Now, maybe 1 player comes through here, but I'm going to bet that the team kind of flips the spawns and they end up spawning on P2. Now, again, this is the right-hand side where your teammates can watch. So you sitting here has essentially pushed this out. You might get a kill or 2 here, but I'm going to bank that the teammates are going to flip it and the spawns are going to be there. That's exactly what happens. Teammates go through, and just like that, you've essentially given the spawns away. You're looking for them here, and now you realize your team's all dead because nobody blocked the P2 spawns. And let me break this one down in detail because I think this will really help you guys out. In this area here, like, you want somebody sitting here or sitting with, look at this guy is on the marker. If I'm him, I'm sitting on these stairs and I'm watching over my teammate. If I'm this guy, I'm sitting on this head glitch, I'm watching over, and once 3 people go down, I'm backing all the way off and I'm going towards P2 to watch the overextension. That's not what happens. We push through, and now you're in a scenario where the spawns have switched. This is kind of a moment where I say your team gave them the spawns by getting the kills, and it's something that should not happen, especially at platinum level. So you see a guy in the rotation. It's good awareness from you to you know, be aware that they have kind of got the spawns here, but that shouldn't happen in the first place. Again, you can't be perfect all the time, which is absolutely fine. So I like the recovery from yourself, going through. Really good nade there to take him out. Let's see how you approach this one. Okay, so you recovered well. You recovered well. In this scenario, I see you watching the cross. I'd like to see you back off as quick as possible. In this case, just try to get back here. I always like having somebody here just because it allows them to kind of watch your overextension. But now you see your teammate there, right? You see your teammate there, and it's all about looking at the minimap. With this guy there, as this guy's backing off, you don't need to back off. You need to look at the minimap and realize the danger is not from the right-hand side anymore. This guy's there. If the danger was from the right, this guy wouldn't be there. If you were the only one here, then I would say control the back line. Because this guy's here, I would say, right, you need to leave. You need to go forward while your teammate's fighting on the hill. you're a bit too late now because this guy's towards the right and the left in an ideal situation, right? Let me tell you what you would do in an ideal situation. You go through, 5 seconds left, you got great play here. You're going to push the back. I would push the back here. As this guy jumps out the window, you see your teammate there, right here. Right here, I would turn around, help my teammate. You see 1, 2. Those 2 seconds would make a big difference because you would have been ready. You probably could have taken this guy out before. You would have been on the head glitch. This guy would have been dead. It probably would have been a 1v1. A lot easier instead of leaving it as a 1v2, 1v3. And now, just like that, although you had the spawns, you've lost the hard point. So I do think spawns are important, but it's all about map positioning, all about where your opponents are and kind of playing with that. So you go through, you take out the first guy. Again, I think your accuracy, you could improve it by doing the single tap fire. I think at the medium range gunfights could be a lot more accurate. Go through here. The guy's on the left-hand side. You still got your equipment to work with. I like to see you chuck a stun, but that's okay. I don't mind the aggressive play here. You go through. The trades are going in. That's okay. I don't mind that. Trades are going through. How long's left? 25 seconds. Rotate. Rotate. Perfect. That's what I want to see. I want to see you rotating here. You probably could hit scrap time because you're the only one, but that's okay. I prefer the rotation anyways. Go through. 3 people there. You know somebody's going to be pushing there. Great stun. I love the equipment. If you hit anybody, you'll be holding them off. You're going to be cutting the lanes. Cool. Your teammates all going through the right. You're cutting the lanes. Now, in this scenario, you know nobody's going to come through the left. It's very, very unlikely. You're going to see this guy on the top. You're going to take him out. Probably not. I'd like to see you in this case. This is what I'd like you to do in this scenario again. If you're going to cut the lanes, absolutely fine, right? You're relying on your teammates to make the play, which is absolutely fine. You know a guy's here because you saw him in a second. As soon as you get up here, instead of sitting up here on the left-hand side, I'd like to see you push to the right so you have more intel, right? Because right now, you can see them when they come out of this tunnel. You can only see them when they approach the stairs, right? But most of the time, think about it. They're going to be ready for the gunfight on the stairs. When they're not going to be ready is in the tunnel. That's probably where you're going to catch them sprinting. So what I would like you to do here is go to the right hand side, jump off the ledge, maybe head glitch this statue here, and just be ready for that gunfight where you can see them on a straight on angle. Because right now they're probably going to be ready. Because most of the time when I'm rotating from there and I come around this corner, I always predict somebody's going to be top mapped. And once I kill them, it's a lot easier. But you go through, you spot the first guy. That's fine. You see him in the window, and let's see how you kind of play this one out. So let me let this play out and see what happens there. You spot one, jump off, should be a free kill. There you go. You've taken him out. Now your teammate spawned out. You spot the second. Good shots. You've taken the second out. Good play. But your teammates didn't do a good job on the rotation, so you're going to have to bail them out. You go through. That's poor. That's poor. You love going up this tunnel. I don't really know why you love going up these stairs. I think on this hill, this stairs, in my opinion, is the worst place. Because let me tell you why. You come through, you're already getting shot at. Because think about it. You have everywhere to look at. They only have one door to look at. It's so easy. They can be there. They can be there. They can be on this head glitch. You can already see, like, by the time you get out, there's literally 2 people looking at you. In my opinion, that door is just not the way to go. You saw right there, even with 2 of you, it's basically impossible to break. You might get a lucky break every 1 in 10 times. But for a more consistent break, I would say go through the left or the right-hand side here. You know there's going to be a trophy at the back, but chuck your stuns, chuck your nades. You know exactly where it is. He's on the hill. There's a guy behind you, and there's another guy behind you. If you all use your equipment right here, that's 6 pieces of equipment, you're going to get him off the hill without even challenging him. So I'd like to use your equipment here. I don't know why you haven't used your equipment. Now you're jumping on, you're getting on the hill, and you haven't used your equipment. So right there, that's 2 equipment pieces that you've wasted without using it. Your teammates managed to push through, get the trades, which is fine. You did a lot of that kind of job there. You managed to open up the blood, so great play from you. Pushing through here, you know they're going to be rotating on the right-hand side, and you're just trying to watch, you're trying to cut the lanes here. Now, it looks like you're slightly indecisive in terms of where to go, where to position yourself. I don't mind this play going for the hill. I probably wouldn't sit on the hill right now. I'd probably pick a side, play for the cuts, and allow your teammates to maybe get on the hill that are a bit closer. But you seem to be going back and forward here, not really having a real map, kind of real power position. And it looks, okay, this is a big problem, a massive problem I see. You know they're going to be somewhere here or somewhere on the left. Me personally, I like the right side. I like to sit on top of this truck because it gives me an overview of the whole map. But what you've done here is you've committed to the left, which is fine. So if you're going to commit to the left, use your equipment, chuck a stun, chuck a nade on the left, watch the right, do something here. What you've done here instead is you backed off, and it feels like you're playing a bit scared. You're playing a bit compact. You're coming into the hill with your team. And what you want to do is you want to essentially spread out in such a way that you guys are covering the map, and every kill you get is going to spawn your opponents out. What you're noticing is this opponent, your teammate spawns here. This shouldn't be the case. Your teammate spawns there. That means they're pushing the right-hand side. You're going through, and now look at the minimap. You have every single member of your team in the hill, essentially. So what that means, if I'm your opponent, I'm sending one guy through here. I'm sending one guy through, you know, the 3 through the left. I'm going to pinch you guys. I'm going to go through top, go through bottom, pinch it, and it's going to be such an easy break. But, you know, your teammates seem to be getting a few kills. Again, I think the level you're playing at, this is okay because the opponents aren't really going to be pushing like that. But honestly, as you get to a high level, I definitely think you should be just kind of coordinating better. Even if you are playing solo queue, which I'm not sure if you are, I would definitely kind of push out the map more. Maybe even go to the top pair. You know they're going to be at the front. Instead of letting the pressure get to you on the hill, go on the top. Now, on this scenario, like, I would say sit on a head glitch. You don't need to be sitting here. Get on a head glitch. See if you can watch over. You're watching the front, which is absolutely fine. But you're a lot more beneficial on this head glitch than instead of proning on this kind of turret, wherever it is, because right now as your opponent goes through, he sees you as a clear target. Like, this is your body right here. I don't know why I'm zooming into your ass, but if you stood on this head glitch and strafed it, you're a lot harder of a target to hit than where you were. Just a small difference can definitely keep you alive and start to bring you back in the game. 45 seconds left. You know they're gonna be spawning at the back here or on this left hand side, so you go through. I like the read here, some good shots. You get the first guy, the second guy's not there. Push for the hill, make sure you're helping your teammates here, going through. You're jumping right in the hill. That's 2. Gonna back off, go for that reload. I'm hoping. Okay, that's fine. Gonna get the scrap time, put a trophy system down, I'm assuming here. Stun goes through, good use of equipment. That's what I like to see. There you go. Right there's the first time in a while you use your equipment and it actually worked. So do more of that. Chuck more stuns, chuck more nades, even if they're dead nades and you don't know what's going to happen. You never know. Great pre-fire, really good pre-fire, fantastic shots. Okay, now you're starting to pick it up. I like the play right now. Good play. 15 seconds left. Honestly, I don't think this loss was your fault if you do manage to lose this game. I think you played pretty well, I'll be honest with you, and I'm only critiquing you to hopefully get you better, because I think you could be a diamond player, man. I definitely do. You got some great shots on you. Push through, take him out. Keep the high ground there. You spotted the guy on the left. What I would have done in this scenario, as soon as you go up, I mean, you're on a 5 streak doing really good, man. You're absolutely frying them. Go up here. In this scenario, take this guy out. Don't jump off here. You see a guy right there, okay? You see a guy in this little alleyway. So what I would have done here is, if that guy jumps off, I'm like, you know what? My teammates are there. I have 2 teammates watching him. Don't be greedy for this kill. You made him one shot. Instead, go right. And I keep reminding it by accident because I keep forgetting to show you guys this. So yeah, right here, you spot this guy. You spot the opponent here. Now, you have the advantage. What you want to do is, while this guy jumps off, you want to stand on this ledge, snake it, take out that guy, and then challenge this guy. Because you've basically set this guy up. You've put this guy on a plate. You're moving like KDB. You've set this guy up. Nice little ball in, assist. You want your teammate. This guy should hopefully win the gunfight. This guy is one shot. Let's see how it plays out, though. There you go. So your teammate did win the gunfight. And all you had to do there was essentially watch the top there. Maybe you fell off because you're going back on there, so I probably should have let you watch. There you go. I don't like you jumping off there. You don't like high ground, do you? You're not a fan of high ground. So right here, like, you see this guy is still there. You don't need to jump off. You're in a fantastic position. You can watch over your team. I don't mind you playing for hill, but you know there's a guy right there. You see him there. I think you just forgot about him, to be honest. No way he kills you. Okay, if he killed you there, that would have been a troll because you let your teammate die in that scenario, especially because you knew where he was. So I don't mind you playing the hill. The pre-fire is good. You got the precision to work with. 40 seconds left. You're tucking in. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. You know, you're just trying to get some time. 29 kills. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. You're doing your thing. 35 seconds left. I want to see you go through the left here. Take them out. You know they're going to come from. Use your stuns. Use your nades. You know they're going to come through the right-hand side here. This corner again. I would like to see you maybe... Okay, let's let this play out. Let's let this play out. Okay, so you've got an assault rifle here. You've got an assault rifle, but you're not using your equipment. You know exactly where they're going to be, and you're just not using your stuns. You're not using your nades. That will really help you out, especially on this hill where there's so many, like, spots for them to be in. You could just kind of stun and nade check it and just make it a lot easier for yourself. 15 seconds left here. I would like to see you rotating. I was going to say there's not really a need to watch the left-hand side in that scenario. With 15 seconds left, while your teammates are pushing for that scrap time, go for the rotation. Make sure you prioritize that P1. You know they're going to be already rotated P1 because if you look at the map, this is kind of the cutoff point, right? Look at the map here. You have no teammates past this point. So what that means is your opponents are probably going to be P1. You're standing in the middle of the open. They're going to be able to kill you just like that. This guy you weren't even looking there. And yeah, you probably should have rotated to the right. The guy got a good kill in the cutoff. And now it's a case where you're probably going to keep spawned because your teammate's positioned there. And it's all about the trades on the point. And for me here, 23 seconds left, you're like, right, as long as we don't lose on this hill and we keep spawns for P2, we should be good. Again, jumping off when I don't think you need to. You're using an assault rifle, right? You're a power position right now. You're playing good. Your shots are accurate. Get this kill. Back off. You don't need to jump off there. Like in this scenario, peek that window, okay? Get that kill. Back off. Go to this right window. Peek that window. Back off. Go to this left window. If you think the spawns are getting lost, back off even more. In this scenario, you jumping off, you're going to go to the right, aren't you? I know what you're going to do here. Yeah, you're going to the right. You're not going to worry about the spawn. So you got, what, 2 seconds there? You're pushing this right. You're very worried about this alleyway, but it's going to be the exact same scenario. What you're going to notice, they're going to spawn back P2, and it's going to be the same thing. There you go. That could have been you, man. You could have been right there. That could have been you instead of Gecko. You would have had that power position. You wouldn't have been taken out. That guy gets a 2-piece, and just like that, it looks like the spawns are going to flip. There you go. Another perfect example of you being in a great power position, kind of getting over aggressive, watching the cut where your teammates had that. And honestly, if you just backed off, played your life, because your gun skill's really good, man. It just comes down to slight positioning. I think you're over challenging gunfights where you think you should, where your teammates already have that alleyway. You see this guy here, let's say you approach this, you go through. Again, some great shots, man. Look at you, absolutely beaming. Your shot isn't the problem. So if you think your shot is a problem, it's not. The only one thing I have the recommendation is single tap fire a bit more. Go for those drop shots slightly more. Those things will come naturally. Kind of crack aim a bit more, little things like that. But overall, man, you're a great play. I wouldn't have used the precision there, to be honest with you. I would have held it for P2, more of an emergency. You're probably going to kill yourself here. But yeah, okay, shooting the feet, that's absolutely fine. You get the kill. I mean, you know what? Fair play, great precision. You get a two-piece. Your teammate takes you out. But that's just, you know what, unlucky, man. Good play. You might actually win it on that hill, and I think you've saved the day right there. That's a great play. Pushing through the stun grenade. Nice, good play. I'll chuck a stun in that corner. You know what, man? Fair play. Fair play. You clutched up that precision. I didn't think it was a good precision. Absolutely fried them. And overall, man, that was a good play. You played really well. I had no problems with the way you played. I think if you want to get better, I would say definitely. Because look at that, man. You got 37 kills and a minute 55. So you did everything. That was a really good game from you. You got the time, you got the kills, but for you to get from platinum to diamond, I think you can be a bit more consistent in your gunfight, which I think naturally happens as you progress more, you play more. That's just one of those things. But if you look at the scoreboard, right, if you got a guy going positive 16 and a guy going positive 8, and then on the other side you have everyone going negative, you should be winning by a lot more than 6. So what that means is you're getting some kills that are not effective. Now, I don't necessarily think that's the case that you're getting ineffective kills. I think the case is you're getting kills that are effective, then you're pushing out cuts, and the spawns are flipping. So a lot of the times on that map, you were getting 4 down, and it was actually causing your team to flip spawns and allow your opponents to get the spawns. So play a bit more passive. If you want to play that aggressive cut roll, that's absolutely fine, but only do so if you know somebody's blocking the spawns, if you have that player in the back watching over in the power positions. But you have to adapt your role. If you are the guy playing power positions in the scenario where you are sitting top castle, once you get 3 people down, don't jump off the window. Play high ground, give it 10 seconds, allow the opponents to push out in the open and get the next wave of kills and make your play. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, YouTube. If you did, make sure to drop a like. If this gets 100 likes and you guys give some nice comments and tell me that this was actually informative and helpful, then I'll make sure to do some more episodes. If you guys absolutely roast me, then we know that this wasn't useful. So let me know down in the comments if you guys found this helpful or not. It was fun, man. I like reviewing subscribers' gameplay. Thank you so much for submitting the gameplay. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.